Okie dokie, welcome back to Doki Doki. It's the day of the festival. Of all the days, I expected this to be the one where I'd be walking to school with Sayori. But Sayori isn't answering her phone. I considered going to her house to wake her up, but I decided that's a little too much. Meanwhile, the preparations for the event should be nearly complete. The banner I painted is dry, and I gently rolled it up to take it with me. She sent me a pleasant text reminding me not to forget anything, and I reassured her. Funnily enough, I probably feel the same way as Natsuki about the event. I'm more excited for it to be over so I can spend time with Sayori and Yuri at the festival. But knowing Monica, I'm sure the event will be great too. Luciel, you're the first one here. Thanks for being early. That's funny. I thought at least Yuri would be here by now. Monica is placing little booklets on each of the desks in the classroom. They must be the ones prepare they must be the ones she prepared for that has all the poems we'll be performing. In the end, I found a random poem online that I thought Monica would like and submitted it. So that's the one I'll be performing. I'm surprised you didn't bring Sayori with you. Yeah, she overslept again. That dummy. You'd think that a day is this important, she'll try a little harder. I see that, but I suddenly remember what Sayori told me yesterday. Yeah. Oof. And I suddenly feel awful knowing it's not nearly that simple for her. Oof. I only said it because it's the way I'm used to thinking. But maybe I should have gone to wake her up after all. You should take a little responsibility for her, Lucio. I mean, especially after your exchange with her yesterday. Listen, you stop that. You kind of left her hanging this morning, you know? Exchange? Monica, you know about that? Of course I do. I'm the club president, after all. That doesn't... You were nowhere nearby. Unless someone's been snitching. But, I stammered, embarrassed. Did Sari really tell her about that quickly? That we're a couple now? I don't plan on bringing it up with anyone yet. Jeez. You don't know the full story at all, so don't worry. Probably know a lot more than you think. I don't like you, Monica. I don't. Eh? Monica is being as friendly as usual, but for some reason I felt a chill down my spine after hearing that. Probably for the right reasons. Hey, do you want to check out the pamphlets? They came out really nice. Oh yeah, while I'm reading them, you're probably gonna stab me in the back of my throat, just like right at the pressure point, so I never get up again. Sure, I guess. I grabbed one of the pamphlets laid out on the desks. Oh yeah, they really did. Something like this will definitely help people take the club more seriously. I thought so too. Also, why did my voice suddenly get so raspy? I flipped through the pages. Each member's poem is neatly printed on its own page, giving an almost professional feel. I recognized Natsuki's and Yuri's poem from the ones they performed during our practice. What's this? I flipped through Sayori's poem. It's different from the one she practiced. It's the one I haven't read before. Wow. What's this? Reading the poem, I get a pit in my stomach. Lucian? What's wrong? Nothing. This poem feels completely different from everything else Sayori's written. But more than that, I changed my mind. I'm gonna go good Sayori, so... well, alright. Try not to take too long, okay? I quickly leave the classroom. Don't strain yourself. I'm getting a really bad feeling about this. Actually, wait, hold on. Why is there no music? I don't like this. Like, it's not that I have the game muted. Like, you can hear the sounds over there. I don't like this at all. I quicken my pace. At this point, I'm bolting out the door. What was I thinking? I should have tried a little harder, a little bit harder for Sayori. It's not a big deal to at least wait for her or help wake her up. Even the simple gesture of walking into school makes her really happy. Besides, I told her yesterday that things will be the same they always have been. That's all she needs, and what I want to give to her. I reach Sayori's house and knock at the door. I don't expect an answer since she's not picking up her phone either. Like yesterday, I opened the door and let myself in. Sayori? She really is a heavy sleeper. I swallow. Can't believe I ended up doing this after all. Waking her up in her own house. That really is something that a boyfriend would do, isn't it? In any case, it just feels right. Outside Sayori's room, I knock on her door. Sayori? Wake up, you dummy. There's no response. I really didn't want to have censor her room like this. Kind of isn't isn't it kind of a breach of privacy? But she really leaves me no choice, and gently open the door. Say, oh my, what the fuck? Uh, I came here to have a good time, and I'm honestly feeling so attacked right now. I'm horrified. What the hell? What the hell? Is this a nightmare? It has to be. This isn't real. There's no way this can be real. Sarah wouldn't do this. Everything was normal up until a few days ago. That- That's why I can't believe what my eyes are showing me. I suppressed the urge to vomit just yesterday. What the fuck? Uh, um, uh, okay. Uh, I hope the recording didn't mess up because of what happened there. No, okay, I think we're still good. Then why would you do this? How could I be so helpless? What did I do wrong? Confessing to her, I shouldn't have confessed to her. That's not what Sarah needed at all. She even told me how painful it is for others to care about her. Then why I could, uh, uh, well, chances are I'm not sleeping tonight. Someone I grew up with. She's gone forever now. Nothing I can do to bring her back. This isn't some game where I can reset and try something different. Technically, yes. I only had one chance and I wasn't careful enough. Now I carry this guilt with me until I die. Nothing in my life is worth more than hers. But I still couldn't do what she needed from me. No. Could I ever take it back? Never? 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 Oh, thought that was just gonna keep going. End? What the fuck? There's a glitched out Monica and a normal Monica where Sayori's supposed to be. Wait, whoa, what the fuck? Oh, hold on. I thought I heard something weird in the music there for a second. I see an annoying girl running toward me from the distance, waving her arms and... What? Huh? Uh... 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 Okay, pack up my things, stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs? There really aren't any that interest me. Besides, most of them would probably be way too demanding for me to want to deal with. I guess I no chance but to start with the anime club. Lucio? Oh, Monica. Oh my goodness, I totally didn't expect to see you here. It's been a while, right? Yeah, it has. Monica smiles sweetly. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talked. We were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular class. Smart, beautiful, and athletic. We've already read this. Basically completely on the lake, so having her smiling at me so genuinely feels a little... What did you come in here for anyway? I've been just looking for some supplies to use for my club. Do you know if there's any construction paper in here? Or markers? I guess you could check the closet. You're in the debate club, right? Yeah, about that. I actually quit the debate club. Really? You quit? Yeah. To be honest, I can't stand all the politics around debate clubs. Feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. By the way, chances are the rest of this episode I'm going to be starting a lot more because I'm fucking horrified. And I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. In that case, what club did you decide to join? Actually, I'm starting a new one, a literature club. I don't like this. Literature? That sounds kind of dull. How many members do you have so far? Haha. It's kind of embarrassing, but there are only 3 of us so far. It's really hard to find new members for something that sounds so boring. Well, I can see that. But it's not boring at all, you know? There can be anything, right? Reading, writing, poetry. Oh, poetry, just like we've been doing for the past 5 million fucking years. I mean, one of our members even keeps her manga collection in the club room. Wait, really? Yeah, it's funny, right? She always insists that manga is literature, too. I mean, she's not wrong, I guess. And besides, a member's a member, right? Did manga say she? Don't get any thoughts, bitch. Hey, Lucio. By any chance, are you still looking for a club to join? I mean, I guess so, but in that case, is there any chance you'd do me a big favor? I won't ask you to join, but if you could at least visit my club, it would make me very happy. Please? Well, I guess I have no reason to refuse. Besides, how could I ever refuse someone like Monica? Easily, you dip the fuck out and you don't look back. Sure, I guess I could check it out. Ah! Awesome. Usually it's sweet, Lucian, you know that? It's nothing really. Shall we go then? I'll look for the materials another time. You're more important. Why am I important so much? Fuck off. And thus today marks the day I sold myself to Monica and her irresistible smile? What happens to the cupcakes? Timidly following Monica. Oh dear. So she's basically taking the place of Sayori. I'm back, and I brought a guest with me. Eh? Oh. You stop that. A guest? Seriously? You want a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. Fuck me. I was gonna say fuck you, but that came out as fuck me. You know what? Screw it, we're going with it. Don't make me Natsuki. But anyway, welcome to the club, Lucio. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of very cute girls. One of which is not here because you fucking killed her. Anyway, moving on. So let me guess. You're Monica's boyfriend, right? Not even close. What? No, I'm not. Natsuki. The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is barely Natsuki, is the one I don't recognize. Her small finger makes me think that's his first year. Anyway, this is Natsuki, energetic as usual. This is Yuri, the vice president. Yuri, who appears comparatively more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with someone like Natsuki. Yeah, it's nice to meet both of you. So I ran Lucio in the classroom and decided to come check out the club. Isn't that great? Wait, Monica! Did I tell you to let me know in advance before you brought anyone new? I was gonna, well, you know. Sorry. I didn't forget that, but I just happened to run into it. And then in case, I should at least make some tea, right? Yeah, that would be great. Why don't you just come sit down, Lucio? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. Yuri walks to the corner of the room and opens the closet. Meanwhile, Monica and Natsuki sit across from each other. Still feeling awkward, I'd say take a seat next to Monica. So I know you didn't really plan on coming here, but we'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the Pleasure Club, it is my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new, especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. Like I said, I've read some pretty good books. You have to work hard and convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile, but it makes school events, like festivals, that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, Natsuki? Well, I guess. Natsuki reluctantly agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica really worked hard just to find these two. Yuri turns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot in the middle. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teachers get a permission. Am I allowed to say that I'm really fucking just creeped the fresh fuck out? It's only been 15 minutes. And, wait, no, technically 16, because I'm looking at OBS. No, it's 16. But I'm absolutely just... Ah! After all, it doesn't have to... Honestly, no, it doesn't. I guess? Don't let yourself get intimidated, you're just trying to impress you. Yeah, that's not true. Instantly, Yuri looks away. I meant that, you know. I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be the best time for me, but I at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. You should be, because I'm pretty sure you're the reason why SAYORI died. Because I went down your path and then immediately swapped it over. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. So, Lucio, what kind of things do you like to read? Well, so you know, I've read these past few years. I don't have a good way of answering that. Manga. When I clearly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. Looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. No, not really. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex and fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Here it goes on and on and on because you never shut the fuck up. I'm really passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obviously by the way her eyes light up that she finds herself comfort in the world of books, not people. But you know, like a lot of things, stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. So I'm assuming up until, like, I don't know, some actual, like, new story parts, everything's gonna be the exact same, just, we just subtracted, Miss SAYORI out of this. That's what I'm assuming. Let's just go forward a tiny bit. Yeah, up until like a certain point, I'm assuming when like SAYORI's supposed to butt in or something, then it's just gonna be the same. I hate horror. Oh, why is that? Well, I just think he's dies over to me for a split second. Never mind. That's right. You usually write things about cute things, don't you, Yatsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left this piece of scrap paper behind last meeting. Looks like you're working on a poem called "Don't Say It Out Loud!" And give that back. Fine, fine. Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometimes? No. Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. You're not a very competent writer yet. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. Yeah, up until, I'm guessing, like, the next day, it's just gonna be the exact same, just no SAYORI talking. Yeah. ... I guess it's the same for Yuri. We all sit in silence for a moment. Hey, I just got an idea. How about this? Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monica. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. Dot dot dot. Ah, I mean, I thought it was a good idea. Well, I think you're right, Monica. We should try to start. Oh, we should probably start finding activities for all of us to participate in together. I tried to take responsibility of vice president after all. I need to do my best to nurture the club as well as its members. Besides, now that we have a new member, it seems like a good step for us to take. Do you agree as well, Lucille? Hold on, there's still one problem. Yeah, what's that? Now that we also reached the most important topic, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind this entire time. I never said that I would join this fucking club! Monica may have convinced me to stop by, but never made any decision. So other clubs to look at, and, lose my train of thought. Everyone's looking for a way to fucking murder me. They all look back at me with dejected eyes. But... Sorry, I thought... Heh! They exchange glances before Monica turns back to me. I guess I need to tell you the truth, Lucio. The thing is, we don't have enough members yet to form an official club. We need 4. We've been trying really, really hard to find new members. And if we don't find one more before the festival... I'm defenseless. How am I supposed to make a clearer decision when it's like this? I feel terrible for letting anyone down in this situation. And besides, the club itself seems pretty relaxed. So for writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these pieces of shit. Right, fine, I'll do this shit. Join the literature club. One by one, they all light up and they put away their knives and pitchforks and torches. Oh my goodness, really? Do you really mean that, Lucio? I guess. It'd be fun, right? It really did scare me for a moment. I mean, if you really just left after all this, I'd be really pissed. Lucy, I'm so happy. You can become official club now. Thank you so much for this. You're really amazing. I'll do everything I can to give you a great time, okay? Yeah, thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monica looks over at me once more. Lucille, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah. I can really impress the class on Monica with my mediocre writing skills? Probably not, because you're probably gonna get fucking murdered in the morning. I feel that anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, all the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri cleans up the tea set. I guess I'll be on my way then. Okay. See you tomorrow then. Can't wait. With that, I depart the club room and make my way home. The whole way my mind wanders back and forth with 3 girls. Natsuki, Yuri, and of course Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day with motherfucker? Fucking words. Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright, just need to make the most of my circumstances. I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts writing a poem tonight. You've unlocked a special poem. Would you like to read it? Sure, why not? Motherfucker. Okay, I was going to put this at the beginning of the video, but like I was gonna record another segment and then put it in here, but yesterday after I recorded the last episode, I was recommended by my Discord friends that every once in a while after I play through a day to check my files to make sure that everything's in place. I opened up Doki, the file for it, through Steam, and in the file, I find a photo. It was of Sayori, I believe, but it was super glitched out. The photo is called Happy Thoughts, but the A and the O in thought, the A and happy and the O in thoughts were crossed out. They were X's. I don't know how to feel about this. I hope this doesn't happen to every single one of them. I guess we'll just continue? Question mark? Right. What if I pick something that I think that Sayori would like? Would just, like, the world collapse? Nibble. Okay. That was a Natsuki one. Here, let's just try to go, with Yuri the entire time. Peaceful. Climax? Okay. Daydream. Extreme. Starscape. Anxiety. Incapable. Heartbeat. Nope. Damn it. Aura. Extraordinary. Damn it. Misfortune. Breathe. Melancholy. Suicide. That was the wrong one to pick in this situation. Rain Cloud. I thought for sure that would be a Yuri one. Intellectual. Secretive. Graveyard. Unending. There we go. Glutentog, motherfucker. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Ha 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 ha. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but at least want to keep my word. Well, I'm back at the little bitch-ass club. I was the last to come in, so everyone's already hanging out. Whoa! You stop that. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you, making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. You stop that. Okay, the music is also slightly faster than before. You're had to be dragged here by Monica. I don't know if you just plan here to hang out or what, but if you don't take it seriously, then you won't see the end of it. You stop that. You get away from the fucking text. You better bippity-boppity back it the fuck up. Natsuki finds herself stuck between Monica and manga. Monica is literature, motherfucker! Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back at your seat. I'm sorry, Lucille. We'll make sure to put your comfort first, okay? Natsuki shoots Natsuki with a disappointing glance. I thought that was going in a completely different direction. Yeah, the music is completely different. Hold on. Nope, it's back to normal. Okay. It's probably like a different pitch or something. I don't know. Now that you're in the club now, perhaps you might have interest in picking up a book to read? Well, I can't really say no either way. Like you said, I'm in this club now, so it only feels right for me to do something like that if you ask. Well, wait, I didn't mean like that. If you really don't want to, then forget I said anything, I guess. No, it's not that, Yuri. I wanted to try and be a part of this club. So even though if I don't read that often, I'd be happy to pick up a book if you wanted me to. Are you sure? It felt like, well, as vice president and all, I should help you get started on something you might like. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. Okay, this is another thing that changes. Instead of Sayori, like, leaning into the possibility of Yuri getting me a book, Yuri brings it up herself. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. I mean, it's a short read, so it should keep your attention even if you don't usually read. And we could, you know, discuss it if you wanted. This is How's This Girl Accidentally Being So Cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. Enthusiastically read the book. Phew! Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Wait. Now I see what's off. I noticed that something was off. Right. Close that for a second. If you look at the background, not Yuri herself, even though she's amazing and I love her, look at the background. Things are tilted now. Like, the bookshelf is slightly slanted instead of being straight up. I noticed that something was off. I wasn't sure what it was. It's that the background is all messed up. Yeah, see, it just fixed itself. Alright, now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club, but that doesn't seem the case. Yuri's face is already buried in the book. I can't help but notice her intense expression like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a bit more. But at the same time, I would feel bad if I were distracting her from reading. I catch a glimpse of the cover of the book. Looks like the same book she lent me. More than that, she seems to be on the first few pages. Crap. I think she knows me looking at her. She sneaks another glance at me, and our eyes meet for a split second. Oh dear God, eye contact! I think this is too much. No! Dot 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 dot. But that only makes her hide her face deeper into the book. Sorry, I was just spacing out. I muttered this, sensing I made her uncomfortable. Oh, it's fine. I was focused, and then if I was focused, I probably wouldn't have focused. I probably would have noticed in the first place. But I'm just rereading a bit of this, so. Is that the book? That's the book you gave me, right? Mm-hmm. I didn't even notice her eye. I want to reread some of it. Oh, and I just... Huh. So that's why their eyes always bothered me for some reason. I don't know why, but every time I looked at one of these characters, I was like, their eyes are way too far apart. This is just glitching. Not for any particular reason. Just curious. How come you have two copies of the same book? Well, when I stopped at the bookstore yesterday... Oh, that's not what I meant. I mean, I just happened to buy two of them. Once again, why would you buy two of the same book? Ah, I see. There's something fairly obvious here that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decided to let it go. I'll definitely start reading it soon. I'm glad to hear. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. It's a very engaging and relatable story. Is that so? What's the story about, anyway? Well, I look at the cover of the book. The book is called Portrait of Markov. There's an honest-looking island symbol on the front cover. Huh. That's not what you said last time. I know that for a fact. Basically about this religious camp that was turned into a human experiment prison. And the people trapped in there have this trait that turns them into a killing machine that lust for blood. But the facility gets even worse and they start selectively breeding people by cutting off their limbs and... Oh my god. Well, that might be a little bit of a spoiler. But anyway, I'm really into it. The book, I mean. Not the thing about the limbs. That's kind of dark. It's gonna be a nice story, so the dark. Kind of like this fucking game. Are you not a fan of that sort of thing? No, it's not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy those kind of stories, don't worry. I hope so. Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri is into those things. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. It's just kind of this kind of story. It's kind of... Where I heard something different in the music there for a second. Like, the spacing in between the notes was a bit off. Either way. I'm reading too much into this, anyway. It's kind of challenges you to look at life from a strange new perspective, when horrible things happen not just because someone wants to be evil. You stop that. Right there. Then suddenly, I'm running... Do it again. I'm pissed. You stop that. I haven't lost interest or anything. Yeah, because now I really want to play this game more. Because I want to just, like, get it done and over with so I no longer have these motherfuckers just, like, fucking shit up. Well, I guess it's alright then. But I feel like I should let you know I have this problem. When I like books and writing from my thoughts... Wait, can I go back and see that? No, I can't. Sorry, I ended up saying something strange. And please stop me if I start talking too much. I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading, which I am not. The least I can do is listen. It's a literature club, after all. And that's true. In fact, I might as well get started reading it, right? Oh! You stop that. I mean, you don't have to, but... What are you saying? Dot, dot, dot. Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieve the book that I put in my bag. Alright, is it fine yet? That's here, right? I slip into the seat next to Yuri's. Yeah. Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive. I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to. It's just something that I'm not very used to. That is, reading company with someone. I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything. Alright. I open the book and start the prologue. I still don't understand what Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I can feel their presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not particularly a bad thing. Or maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri is in the corner of my eye. I realize that she's not looking at her own book. I glance over. Looks like she's reading from my book instead. Sorry! I was just... I saw that. You fucking stop that. You stop that. Okay? You apologize a lot, don't you? I do? I don't really mean to. Sorry. I mean... Here, this should work, right? I slide my desk until it's up against Yuri's and then hold my book more between the two of them. Ah, I suppose so. Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we lean a bit, our shoulders are almost touching. Feels like my left arm is in the way, so I instead use my right hand to hold the book open. I guess it kind of makes it difficult to hold the page. Here. Okay, now that this is a little bit closer, I supremely don't like this. Okay? I did the same with my right arm on the right side of the book. That way, I turn a page and Yuri slides down on her thumb after it flips to her side. But holding like this, we're held even closer than before. She's actually kind of distracting me. As if I could feel the warmth of Yuri's face, and she's in the corner of my vision. Are you ready? Yeah? Turn on page. Ah, sorry. I got a bit distracted for a second. I glance over at Yuri's face again, and our eyes meet. I don't know if I'll be able to keep up with her. Ah, that's okay. You're used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. That's probably the least I can do. Since you've been so patient with me. I don't like that fucking grin. Yeah, thanks. We continue reading. She no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she finishes the page before me, so I turn it by my own volition. Is that violation or volition? I don't know. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning the page almost feels like an intimate exchange. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter to her side as she casts it on her own thumb. Hey Yuri, this might be a silly thought, though, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. Eh? What is that face? I don't like that. Definitely not. Really? I was thinking that the way she second guesses the things she says and all that. Aha. That's what you're talking about. Sorry. I thought you meant something else about her. Something else? Never mind. We shouldn't get that far yet. So I don't know why that came into my head. Ha. Yuri, are you feeling alright? Yeah? He's been a little fidgety ever since we started reading. You can rest if you're feeling sick or something. Your breathing is a little... My breathing? Yuri puts her hands on her chest and starts to feel her heartbeat. I didn't even notice. Anyway, I'm fine. I just need some water. Alright, don't push yourself. Ugh. Yuri stands up and practically rushes out of the classroom. What on earth was that about? Lucille? Did something happen just now? Eh? I have no idea. Yuri was acting a little strange, I guess. So you don't know anything. Sorry, I can't say that I do. Are you worried about her? Oh, no, not really. I was making sure that you didn't do anything to her. No, nothing. Don't worry, I believe you, silly. Yuri just does this sometimes, so it's nothing alarming. Alright, if you say so. Anyway, why don't we start sharing our poems with each other? Eh? Should we wait for Yuri? Well, she might be a while, so I just figured we'd get started without her. Is that okay? Yeah, I was just asking. I stand up, make a mental note where I left off in the book, and slip it back into my bag. Here should I show my poem to you first. I know for a fact that Natsuki's not gonna like it, so let's just blast through this. I told Natsuki I was interested in her poems yesterday. It's probably only fair if I shared mine with her first. Dot dot dot. Dot dot dot. You stop that right fucking there. My writing isn't that bad. Lucy, if you're not... Lucy, yeah, I'm Lucy now, apparently. Lucy, if you're not gonna take this club seriously, then go home. What? Harsh. What do you expect me that you believe that you actually put effort into this? Do you think I'm stupid? Yes. I'm not a writer. Maybe it's not very good, but yeah, I did put in effort. We all start somewhere, right? If you're still proud of the first poem you ever wrote, then I'd like to read it. Oof! Painful to think about? ... Fine. Well, sorry. You'll get better anyway. I'd tell you what to improve, but you're better off just trying again. Fair enough. Well, to each their own, I guess. Anyway, I guess I gotta share mine now. Knowing you, you'll probably think it's stupid. Yeah, this is the same. This is the same thing. Yeah, I told you weren't gonna like it. I like it. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't like my hand. They don't take my handwriting. They don't take my writing seriously, motherfucker. Words. Well, isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Writing style shouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. I like it when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like that scene right at the beginning with SAYORI. That just looked, ugh. Like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you doing great things can really be disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up for a rhyme at the end, but I made it fall flat on purpose. Helps bring out the reading in the last line. So you did. I get more into this than I realized. Every time after every single line, I'm like looking up at like the entire room, making sure I'm not missing anything. That's what it means to be a pro. Glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, I kinda did. Yeah, I guess not. I did, bitch! Decided humor with that last comment. Don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I wouldn't take that away from her. I guess we just have Monica left. Hey, what's up? Having a good time so far? Yeah, sure. Good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or anything we can do better, always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course, I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm better off just going to the flow when I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Ha ha ha! Don't worry, Lucio. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But that's not a barrier, though. We'll all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. And Monica, my poem. Mm-hmm. Great job, Lucio. I was going oof in my head while reading it. It's really metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you. It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way, it always counts when I put in some effort. That's not very fair. Of course it is. Well, I guess it worked anyway. You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? Writing's full of imagery and symbolism. Sometimes I feel like Yuri's mind is just totally detached from reality. I don't mean that like it's a bad thing though. But sometimes I get the impression that she's probably totally just given up on people. She spends so much of her time on her own head that it's probably a much more interesting place for her. That's why she gets so happy when you treat her with a lot of kindness. But I don't think she's used to being indulged like that. She's supposed to be really starved for a social interaction, so don't blame her for coming on a little strongly. Like earlier, I think she gets too stimulated. She ends up withdrawing and looking for a long time. Suddenly the door opens. Yay! I'm back. Did I miss anything? Not really. Well, we started sharing our poems with each other. Eh? Already? I'm sorry for being late. No need to apologize. We still have plenty of time, so I'm glad you took all the time you needed. Before we didn't have enough time. Alright. Thanks, Monica. I suppose I should go get my poem now. Anyway, you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims not to be very good. Well, it's because I have to sound confident. Doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? I see. Well, let's read it then. Is this the same? Yeah, this is a different poem, right? Hole in the wall, but it wasn't looking at me. Confused, I frankly glanced at my surroundings. Wait, hold on, is this a continuation of the last hole in the wall poem? I think it is. Yeah, it is. I was replaying the first day with my friend yesterday, and so I was able to read Monica's first poem again. And since this is the second quote unquote first poem that she's written, this is just a continuation of that one. Huh. But it wasn't looking at me, confused. I frankly glanced at my surroundings, but my burned eyes could no longer see color. Are there others in this room? Are they talking? Are they simply are they simply poems on flat sheets of paper? The sound of frantic scrawling on paper tricks on my ears. The room begins to crinkle, closing in on me. The air I breathe dissipates before it reaches my lungs. I panic. There must be a way out. It's right there. He's right there, swallowing my fears. I brandish my pen. So what do you think? I swear, when I was getting out of that, I like took off my headphones, waiting for like something to happen. I was prepared for anything there. It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. That's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on timing between words and lines. When reported out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, if I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that it's some epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone's better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Since I'm writing a poem or a story, this is the same one. If you try so hard to make it perfect and you never make any progress, just force yourself to get something down on paper and head it up later. Another way to talk about this, if you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, blah 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 blah. Everyone knows this tip. Just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for watching. And we now only have Yuri. Okay. As Yuri reads the poem, I notice her eyes lighten. Exceptional. What was that? Did I say that out loud? Your first covers her mouth and then ends up covering her whole face. He's going to hate me. You really didn't do anything wrong, Yuri. I guess you're right. What am I getting so nervous for? Yuri takes a breath. So, what kind of writing experience do you have? Your use of imagery and metaphors indicates that you've written a lot of poetry before. Really? Wow, that's a huge compliment coming from you. This is actually my first time, really. Huh? Your student stares at me blankly and looks at my poem again. Well, I know that. I just meant, He trails off, unable to find an excuse. She chases her finger along the words in the poem, as if breaking it down methodically. Yeah. Okay. This is the reason why I was able to tell. Just that I have specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers, and having been through that myself, I tend to pick them up. I think the most noticeable thing is that new writers is that they try to make this style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style that's separate from the topic matter, and they form fit the two together. The end result is that both style and expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into even writing a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is the most challenging part. It might take some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example. And learning by example, trying new things. After this, I'm gonna go drink like a gallon of water. I'm completely dehydrated. My throat is so fucking dry. Ugh. Not to mention, right before this, I just woke up, so this was the worst time to do this. I basically woke up, saw Sayori, was like, fuck. Natsuki can be a little biased, though. Biased? How? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about other people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure Yuri is apologizing to herself, me, or Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily as if it's a rare opportunity for her, which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Wait, this one's the same one. I don't feel like reading it. Dot dot dot. I'm sorry if I have such terrible handwriting. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. But it took you a long time to read. Well, I just didn't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. Eh? That's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Even though it was short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short, was it? I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something that's a little more mild. Something that's easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghost theory? Actually, the story isn't about ghosts at all, Lucio. Really. Must have totally missed the point. Well, suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more often than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. It's a lot more solemn putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. Eh? It's nothing really. Yours was impressive too, so. Nah, if anything, I could probably learn a thing or two from you. You think so? Yeah, of course. You know, I was really nervous about doing all this, but in the end, I enjoyed it. I'm gonna keep doing my best for you, Lucio. Aw, thank you all. Shut up, Skype, I don't care. I don't care that Garfield lore is online. I don't even care who you are, Garfield lore, but thank you. I needed a good laugh because of what just bullshit just happened. Well, not really just happened, that was nearly an hour ago. Me too. Whew! Guess that's everyone. I glanced around the room. It was a little more stressful than I had anticipated. As if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my opponents can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club, after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Monica was writing something in her notebook. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki, then gingerly exchanged sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watched each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eye furrows in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Eh? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you'd say it's fancy. Ah, thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clear about the feelings of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. Eh? You mean you had to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it didn't come out nice at all. But do you have a couple of suggestions? If I was looking for suggestions, I want to ask someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Monica liked it, and Lucille did too. So based on that, I'm glad you give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me, motherfucker. I appreciate the offer, but I spent a long time establishing my writing style. And I don't expect it to change anytime soon. Unless, of course, I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. And Lucille liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki stands up. Oh? Then square the fuck up, bitch. I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. Eh? That's not what I... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that you. Ugh, words. You maybe just jealous that Lucio appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours. Huh? And how you didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I wasn't full of myself, it would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. I'm sorry if you guys don't chill out. I'm pretty sure our file will start because they used to some pretty good roasts. Well, you know what? I was one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Lucille started showing up. Natsuki! Motherfucker! I'm Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you! Taking out your own insecurities on others like that. You really act as young as you look, Natsuki. Ooh, me? Look who's high. Uh... Uh... Edgy? Sorry that my lifestyle is a bit... What? See, I don't like this. Not at all. See, just saying that proves my point. Most people learn to get over themselves after they graduate. If you want to prove anything, then stop harassing others with your sickening attitude. If you think that you can counterbalance your toxic personality just by adjusting and acting cute, think cute about how hard you try. Well, be careful, you might cut yourself on the edge, Yuri. Oh, my bad, you already do, don't you? Ooh! What the fuck is... Oh, jeez. We're getting strong language up in this. Yeah, go on. Let Lucio hear everything you really think. I'm sure he'll be head over heels after you after this. Suddenly Yuri turns towards me as if she knows... oh, I made a space on accident. Lucio! She's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. You fucking child. I don't like this. Not at all. Uh, hey Lucio. Why don't we step outside for a little bit, okay? Uh, uh, okay. Maybe we should have tried to get you involved. It's probably best for us to stay out of this. We'll go back inside once we're done yelling. Ha ha ha. Some president I am, right? I can't come from my own club members properly. I wish I was able to be a little more assertive sometimes, but not having put me to put my foot down against others. You understand, right? Anyway, this makes you want to spend less time with others, then that's fine. I'll be happy to spend time with you instead. So Natsuki runs out of the classroom. Oh dear God, she's crying. She quickly runs away. Oh dear. Well, looks like they're done. I didn't mean it. Didn't mean it. Yuri's rocking back and forth in her desk with palms over her forehead. Yuri? I didn't mean it. I believe you. I have no idea what Yuri might have said to Natsuki. Or did. Lucille? Please don't hate me. Please? I don't like this. There's something wrong with me today. That's fine, Yuri. We know you didn't mean it. Besides, I'm sure Natsuki will forget about it by tomorrow. Completely. I don't like the way you're talking about that, Monica. Dot dot dot. Anyway, the meeting's over, so you can go home now if you want. Dot dot dot. Yuri looks at me like she wants to say something, but she keeps glancing at Monica. You can go first, Monica. I'd like to stay a bit longer. I'm president, so I should be the last one out. I'll wait for you to be done. Dot dot dot. Well, I'm vice president, so please let me take that responsibility today. Sounds like you don't want me around for something, Yuri. It's not that. It's not that. I just doesn't want. I didn't get much of a chance to discuss my book with Lucio. It would just be embarrassing with you listening. Sigh. She doesn't say that she sighs. I don't like that. I guess I really don't have a choice, do I? I'm sorry for causing trouble. I really do. Um, well, I guess it's another day. Question mark? Uh, I guess I'll end it there? Question mark. I don't know. Yeah, I guess I'll just end it there. I'm gonna save. All my saves are gone. I saved a lot, and all my saves are gone. Right before I end this, I'm actually going to go into my files, my Doki Doki files, and make sure that everything's all good. Uh, right. I'll swap it over to that really quick. It'll be a don't fucking crash or something. Wait, no, not. Let's just do window capture. Can I just, yeah, window capture. Right. So we got the files here. Everything looks okay except for two files, the traceback and the can you hear me text. Characters? Okay, I kind of expected that, honestly. Sarah's no longer here, apparently. What about can you hear me text? Okay, it's just more text. Then traceback? Okay. Everything in this looks okay. I'm gonna read the can you hear me in a second. Once I get it all set up. I guess I'll read it. Okay. Right, let's transform fit to screen. Right, how's that looking thing? Yeah, that works. Right. There's a little devil inside of all of us. Beneath their manufactured prescription, their artificial reality is a writhing, twisted mess of dread, loathing, judgment, elitism, self-doubt, all thrashing to escape the feeble hold of their whole host, seeping through every little crevice they can find, into their willpower, starving them of all motivation and desire, into the stomach, forcing them to drown in their guilt of comfort food, or a newly opened gash in their skin, hidden only by the sleeves of a cute new shirt. Such a deplorable, tangled mess is already present in every single one of them. That's why I choose not to blame myself for their actions. All I did was untie the knot. Fuck. Fun. Very fun. Yeah. I guess I'll end it there then. That was horrifying to say the least. Yeah. I'll see you guys in the next episode.